Hi, good day to all of you. This is a webinar, a discussion on one of our very popular courses, which is Programming with R for Analytics and AI. Now, we've been running this course, for example, for several corporates in Singapore, and it has been extremely well received there. Uh, Many corporates and at various levels, people have participated and given us extremely good feedback on this course. We are commencing this course in India, and the first one would be in Kolkata. And thereafter, we shall be doing this in various other cities in India as well. Of course, the Singapore courses continue also periodically, typically one in a quarter or so. So, having said that, we have some of the most common and most frequent questions asked by people, and we we uh, we would like to kind of discuss those. The first question, in fact, I think it's maybe Subhama, you can take up,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
we
sure,
can proceed from there.
sure. So thanks, Raja, for the quick intro. The first question that I would have is we all talk about analytics, artificial intelligence, machine learning. So how important is that? What is the importance of that in today's business and corporate world? If you can elaborate on that a bit.
Okay, sure. I will keep it short because this is a topic where one can speak at great length and go on for quite some time. But essentially, in it has always been the case in the business world, in the corporate world, that projections, predictions have been very important. I mean, in every domain, in every area. Now, today, with the advent of enormous amounts of data, internal data, external data, all kinds of data, structured data, unstructured data, which is available, areas like descriptive analytics and predictive analytics and prescriptive analytics have really taken off. And these are areas where a whole lot of organizations are focusing on, and because it's very important for them to know maybe certain internal scenarios or external scenarios which might happen in a year's time or 2 years time and 3 years time and so on. So this, of course, goes on to the areas of big data analytics and little data analytics and so on. Okay, the point I'm trying to make is that these are today high focus areas for organizations. And also, if I think most people would have known or heard about areas like artificial intelligence, AI, machine learning, deep learning, and so on. Now, again, data and data science is central to all of these because any machine learning engine or any artificial intelligence project can only be successful if it can glance at huge amounts of data, relevant data, pertinent data, and then kind of make maybe take certain actions or initiate certain actions or make certain projections based on that. So, in a nutshell, these areas today are high focus areas, high demand areas, and the demand for professionals, data scientists, people who have programming skills and knowledge in areas like R or Python or data science knowledge is right at the top of the heap in terms of where it's going. And also, if you look at some of the biggest players in this domain, like for example, if we take Google or Apple or Amazon or Microsoft, for example, the focus and the thrust for all these the biggies, as well as a whole lot of people down the line in the mid-size organizations as well as startups. The race is on today in areas like analytics and AI. So in short, the demand is huge. The supply is scarce. The amount of knowledgeable people or people who have the knowledge is has to catch up with this ever growing demand. So I think the prospects in the future prospects for this are really, really exciting. So I think does that answer your question?
Yeah, so definitely.
Okay, so in turn, having said that, I have a question which possibly Sudipto you can elaborate on.
Yeah,
Since
tell
we
me.
were mentioning programming languages and so on, my question is, having said all that, what is the importance and why is it necessary to learn, for example, a language like R? Where is it pertinent? Where is it applicable? How does it help in this overall scheme of things? If you could maybe elaborate on this.
Okay, in a line, the answer to your question is that it is the most widely used language in data science. So that is the most importance of R. It is not my claim. Actually, if you go through internets, you go through different sites, there are many survey reports where you can find that the popularity of R over other languages. R is the most popular language. There are if you see the several survey report, you will see that R is the leading one. It is followed by Python, SAS, SPSS, and other for other data processing languages. So that is the main thing. The R is the most widely used language. But I think that why it is most widely used language, the first reason maybe that it's a free software, so anybody can afford it and it is very easy to learn, so anybody can grab the R very quickly. Not only that, R is very popular in academics, so in research academics, so paper publishing, wherever the things goes on, the data analytics things are going on. So people generally used to work in R. Maybe when these people are transferring their knowledges to different companies and something like that, so their knowledge is supported by many R programs. So maybe that is the one reason, that is the why companies, like as you have mentioned, the companies from Google, Facebook to newly startup, they are using R for maybe that reason, because the technical support they are going to get from their employees, or maybe or if they want to get some technical support from the academics, mainly technical supports they got through R. So that is the one main reason. So R has many good features, like data analysis has mainly three parts. Like first one is descriptive data analysis. So in descriptive data analysis, the very most important thing is the how to represent the data graphically. R has a very excellent graphic support. If you go by many blogs in the internet, especially I want to mention that one by one Facebook intern, it's a long time back in 2010 by Paul Butler. He has mentioned that how R has helped many scientists to visualize that data. So that is the one primary importance of knowing R. Not only graphics, like for the descriptive data analysis, R is also very good for inferential data analysis. So many, I should say almost all data analysis tools, right, which we can use is provided by R. And these data analysis tools are not very rigid; they're very flexible also. That means that you can also tune it to your own particular purpose. So these are the main reasons for using R. So I have questions to Shubhamoy, maybe that what can a person look forward in terms of career after getting into data science or analytics and learning the R language?
Sure. I think Raja covered it mostly during his first answer. But if we talk about industry, now data science is there in almost every industry. If we specifically talk about, say, retail, you talk about product placement or cross sale or real-time pricing. All of these depends on inherent data analytics. Based on that, people are doing demand forecasting. Even omnichannel experience is coming out of that. If you pick up other domain like say telecom, customer churn is a big problem, so that is getting addressed through this data analytics and data science, finding the right product for the right customer, brand messaging. And in BFSI, the scope is really beyond imagination. People are creating predictive models, people are creating credit scorecards or doing sentiment analysis. Even there are location analytics or say credit decision when a customer comes in, whether he's whether he is a good or bad customer, and what offering should go to the customer. These kind of decisions are solely now going to be based on data analytics. And if someone is starting his career or somewhere mid of his career and thinking of switching to data oriented career, this is the right time to get into this kind of course, because there are immense opportunities that is currently there, and it's going to increase manifold in coming days. So I hope that answers your question. I have a question to you, Sudipto, that you talked about R, we talked about analytics, but the program that you are talking about, how is this special? I mean, how is it different from many other programs? Or say, we have many online programs now, the MOOC courses through Coursera and other stuff. How is your course, your program going to be different from other programs?
So I can give these answers in two words. Like it is like our course is very flexible, and it is very customized. In a details like that, if you see any online or any other courses, they have some fixed program formats. So we also have some fixed program format. We start with like very basics of data analysis and usage of R in data analytics. And as we go through our courses, we will tune the courses to the need of the participant. So you know that nowadays the participants from various fields are coming from here and there. So their backgrounds are different, their objectives are different. So it is very challenging to like address all of them at a common frame. So in our course, see, I have one advantage. Like since I am basically an engineer, I'm transferring into a data scientist. So I know how to like where the people who are not have that kind of statistic background can struggle with learning this data science and art. So we can address those issues very carefully. So when the people are coming from different backgrounds, different like not only different backgrounds, I can tell you specifically, like in Singapore, what we have seen that people are coming from different corporates. So different corporates have their different problems, their different objectives. They have some questions. So in our course, we try to address their problems. So so they can directly get the answer to their problem. Like if they have some problem in their like job, in their field, they can ask here and they can get some solution from us. So I think that is the like and not only that, our course is also like as I mentioned, we also have some format, and among this format it is very comprehensive format. And also we have some project problems. We have some we are conducting some quizzes so that they can like assess how they have learned so far. We have some hands-on, so we are providing like all sort of things what actually people need to start with, like programming language R in data science. Is it okay?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, thank you, Sudipto. I think that's a pretty good overview of what this course is all about. Just to round off and sum up this session and close this session, like I think me and Sudipto and Subhamoy have been saying in answer to some of the most frequent questions asked, this course is intense, it is interactive, it is it is applications oriented in the sense of applications in the corporate world. Now there could be applications in the areas of like somebody mentioned BFSI, or there could be applications in the areas of even maybe HR or or because this today is permeating across so many different domains. Now, I think in terms of interactivity, and the sheer content that is covered in the space of 3 days, 3 full days, this rivals courses which are often much longer than this and cover the same material but over a much longer period. So to that extent, it is intense, but it prepares the participant for a start as a career in data science, or maybe as a programming, as a programmer analyst in R. So having said that, I thank all the participants. Thank you, Sudipto and Subhamoy, for a discussion which I hope has helped to answer some of the most common questions that would be participants and interested people ask about this. The first course in Kolkata, India, is happening in the beginning of 2018, and details of this can be seen on our site. Its name is Programming with R for Analytics and AI, and all the other relevant details in terms of course outline, content, etc., are given there. So do have a look at that, and there are contact points, emails. If you have further queries and so on, do feel free to ask them. Thank you very much, and um, have a good time. Take care. Bye.
Okay.
Sure. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bye.
Bye.